Okay, here's Dave Sindrich on our stretch form machine. The stretch form machine is we take aluminum and stretch it over a die. Dave is putting some 30 weight, standard 30 weight motor oil on the die. We've done some really special things on our molds. We have very hard edges around the sides. And those hard edges define actually where we're going to make our cut lines and roll lines when we stretch the part. Now we're going to put a piece of aluminum on and stretch it for you. Here Dave is cleaning off a sheet that he's about to stretch. The sheet has to be perfectly clean before you put it on the die. Any little piece of dirt that gets caught in between the die and the sheet will put a little star in the metal. So you got to clean it off, and then he's going to load it into the machine. The alloy that we're using here is 3003 H0. H0 means that it's been annealed. The thickness of this aluminum is 62 thousandths, right at a 1/16 of an inch. 62, 63. Dave's lining it up over the die right now. Now he's going to turn the machine on. You can hear the hydraulic pumps going. He just clamped the jaws right there to hold in the aluminum. He's going to put in the other side. We've got little pieces of aluminum in the jaws on both sides that bite the aluminum because the jaws are too sharp, and they'll puncture the aluminum and break it. Now Dave's moving the jaws apart on his little control panel here. Just making sure everything's lined up. Just putting a little tension on it. You can hear the panel stretching tight. You see there, he just stretched it very, very tight. You can see him standing on it. That's only a 1/16 piece of aluminum, and stretched so tight he just stood on it. What he did was he ran the material into yield. Now he's pushing the table up. You see the fender forming right in. Hey. That's the fender lip he's pounding in. That's a hard rubber slapper. You can see that he put the lines in right where we'll cut. Okay, now Dave's going to release the panel. You just let go of the jaws. You see the panel maintains its shape because it was formed in yield. There's very, very little spring back. And there's your fender. Okay, now David is going to just trim the excess off here on the bandsaw. And here Dave's just going to match it right up to the car, right where it's going to go. And if we look really closely at the hard lines that are put into it, right there, that's where we know where to cut. That's where all of our seams will be. So we have hard lines all around the entire edge. And this will be the rolled edge right here around the fender.